Every thought you hold is a seed, and in the fertile soil of your mind, it will grow. If your thoughts are limited, fearful, or doubtful, your life will reflect that limitation. If your thoughts are expansive, confident, and aligned with the abundance of the universe, wealth will flow to you as naturally as rivers run to the sea. In the digital age, opportunities for prosperity are all around you, but the first step to claiming them is to recognize the power of your own mind. There is a natural law at work, an invisible current that responds to your every belief, word, and feeling. When you learn to align yourself with this law, wealth is not something you chase, it is something that comes to you effortlessly. Many people see wealth as a result of struggle or hard work alone, but struggle is often a signal that your inner beliefs are at odds with your desires. If you want financial freedom, you must first train your mind to see opportunities, to recognize value where others see obstacles, and to believe that abundance is your rightful inheritance. Your words, spoken aloud or thought silently, are powerful tools of creation. When you affirm your prosperity, you plant seeds in your subconscious that will grow into tangible results. Doubt, fear, and worry are weeds in your mental garden, and if allowed to grow, they will choke the life from your dreams. In this era of digital innovation, new avenues for wealth are emerging every day: online businesses, digital investments, content creation, and global marketplaces. But none of these external tools can compensate for a mind that is conditioned to lack. To truly thrive, you must learn to reprogram your thoughts, to replace scarcity thinking with abundance thinking, and to cultivate an inner expectation that prosperity is inevitable. Visualization, affirmation, and consistent mental discipline are the keys to this transformation. When you can see your wealth clearly in your imagination, speak it with conviction, and hold it with unwavering faith, the universe begins to align in your favor. Every challenge you face in the digital world, competition, uncertainty, rapid change, is not a barrier but a message from the universe, guiding you to adjust your mental patterns and focus your energy where it can be most productive. Wealth is not only material, it is the freedom to create, to serve, and to live in alignment with your highest vision. As you train your mind, you begin to recognize synchronicities, doors opening where there were walls, and ideas flowing that transform your life. The digital age rewards those who think clearly, act decisively, and maintain faith in the unseen power that orchestrates all abundance. To reprogram your mind for wealth, you must begin each day as a conscious creator, aware of the thoughts you nurture and the words you speak. Every click, every choice, every digital interaction becomes a reflection of your inner consciousness. By cultivating mental clarity, unwavering faith, and a persistent expectation of success, you align yourself with the invisible currents of prosperity that are already moving in your favor. The mind is a wealth magnet. Your thoughts and beliefs directly attract or repel financial abundance. The mind is the most powerful tool you possess, and it is the primary instrument through which all wealth flows. Every person who has achieved extraordinary success, every innovator, every creator, every person who has amassed abundance has understood this fundamental truth. The state of your mind determines the state of your life. Wealth is not simply a product of hard work or luck. It is a natural response to the patterns of thought that dominate your consciousness. Just as a magnet draws iron filings, your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings attract circumstances, people, and resources that align with them. If you wish to become prosperous, the first step is to recognize that your mind is not a passive observer of life, but a dynamic creator. Every idea, every expectation, every assumption you hold is a seed being sown into the fertile soil of your subconscious, and that seed will grow into the reality you experience. Many people look at wealth as something external, as a goal that exists outside themselves, a prize to be won through effort or strategy. While effort and strategy are important tools, they cannot replace the power of a mind that is aligned with abundance. If your thoughts are dominated by fear, doubt, or limitation, no amount of external action will produce lasting prosperity. The universe responds not to your actions alone, but to the vibrational frequency of your consciousness. Every thought carries energy, and that energy either attracts abundance or repels it. When you understand this, you begin to see that your financial life is a mirror of your inner world. You cannot harbor feelings of scarcity and expect riches to appear. You cannot dwell on lack and hope for opportunity to knock at your door. The law of mind is exact and impartial, responding only to the nature of your beliefs and expectations. To harness this law, you must begin by observing your own thought patterns. Notice the ideas you entertain about money, about success, about yourself. Many beliefs have been unconsciously adopted from family, society, or past experiences, and they may be silently limiting your potential. When you become aware of these patterns, you gain the power to change them. Awareness is the first step in transforming your mind into a wealth magnet. Once you recognize a limiting belief, you can consciously replace it with a thought that serves you, a thought that aligns with the infinite possibilities of the universe. Affirmations, clear visualization, and consistent mental focus are powerful tools for this transformation. When you repeatedly affirm that you are worthy of abundance, that opportunities flow easily to you, and that your mind is tuned to prosperity, these ideas take root in your subconscious and begin to shape your outer reality. The mind does not differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. When you see yourself living in abundance, when you feel the satisfaction of financial freedom, when you speak confidently of opportunities and wealth, you are sending a signal to the universe to arrange circumstances that correspond to that reality. In this way, wealth is not a distant goal but a present experience that begins in the imagination and is solidified through faith and mental discipline. Many people fail to attract wealth because they believe it must come only through visible effort or struggle. The truth is that effort without mental alignment is often scattered, unproductive, and exhausting. A focused mind, attuned to the currents of abundance, draws to itself the resources, connections, and insights necessary to manifest wealth with ease. Every thought of fear or limitation acts like a barrier, creating resistance that blocks the natural flow of prosperity. Anxiety about money, worry over bills, doubt about your abilities, these are not just uncomfortable feelings, they are active forces that repel wealth. The mind responds to dominant thought, and if scarcity dominates, scarcity will manifest. Conversely, if your mind is focused on possibilities, if it expects growth, if it maintains faith in your capacity to create and receive, the universe arranges events to match that expectation. Even in a world of constant change and technological disruption, the principle remains the same. Digital opportunities, global marketplaces, online business ventures, and new forms of earning are abundant, but they are most accessible to those whose minds are tuned to attract them. To cultivate a mind that magnetizes wealth, you must create a daily practice of conscious thought. Begin by setting aside moments of quiet reflection, where you intentionally focus on prosperity and abundance. Visualize your desired life in vivid detail, imagining not just the material comforts, but the freedom, creativity, and joy that wealth brings. Speak affirmations that reinforce your worthiness and your capacity to receive. Guard your mind carefully, replacing negative inputs with inspiring, empowering ideas. Recognize that every decision, every action, every digital interaction is amplified by the state of your consciousness. By consistently nurturing thoughts of abundance, you begin to create an invisible field that draws opportunities, people, and resources to you as naturally as a magnet draws metal. The process of mental reprogramming requires patience, persistence, and faith. You may encounter setbacks, doubts, or distractions, but these are not signals of failure. They are opportunities to strengthen your focus and refine your thoughts. The mind, when disciplined and aligned with the law of prosperity, is unstoppable. It draws wealth in ways that are sometimes surprising, indirect, and beyond the limitations of traditional planning. Ideas appear at the right moment, connections are made effortlessly, and resources come to you when you are ready to receive them. The key is to maintain unwavering belief, to consistently nurture thoughts that reflect your desired reality, and to act from a place of confidence rather than fear. Replacing scarcity with abundance thinking, transform limiting beliefs into confident expectations of success. The mind has an extraordinary power to shape the reality it perceives, and yet many people allow themselves to be trapped in the smallness of scarcity thinking, believing that resources are limited, opportunities are rare, and that life must be a constant struggle. Scarcity thinking is a mental pattern that whispers doubt into your consciousness, convincing you that there is never enough time, money, or support to fulfill your dreams. It is a subtle force, often unnoticed, that restricts the flow of prosperity before it has even had the chance to appear. To move into wealth and abundance, the first task is to recognize that scarcity is not an external truth, but a belief that can be changed. Every thought you entertain, every story you tell yourself about lack, programs your mind to see only limitation. Abundance thinking, on the other hand, opens your consciousness to the infinite possibilities that already exist around you, revealing opportunities that were always present but hidden from a mind clouded with fear or doubt. Replacing scarcity with abundance thinking begins with awareness. You must observe your own mental habits and notice the thoughts that reinforce limitation. Perhaps you say there's never enough for me, or I can't compete with others, or success is only for certain people. These statements, repeated often, condition your mind to accept limitation as truth. Every time you dwell on what is missing rather than what is possible, you are planting seeds of lack in your subconscious. The first step toward transformation is to consciously choose thoughts that reflect abundance, knowing that what you believe internally will inevitably manifest externally. The mind does not argue with your thoughts, it acts upon them, bringing circumstances and people into your life that correspond with the dominant beliefs you hold. Affirmation is a critical tool in this process. By repeatedly declaring thoughts of abundance, you begin to overwrite the old patterns of scarcity. Simple statements, spoken with company, conviction, can reshape your consciousness. When you say, opportunities flow to me freely and easily, or I am worthy of unlimited wealth and success, you are not merely repeating words, you are planting energetic signals into your subconscious that attract conditions matching those statements. Visualization is equally powerful. By imagining a life where abundance is already present, where resources, wealth, and opportunity surround you, you create a mental blueprint for the universe to follow. The mind does not differentiate between imagined and real experiences, so by dwelling on abundance as if it is already yours, you align yourself with the natural flow of prosperity. Scarcity thinking often arises from past experiences, social conditioning, or fear of failure, but these influences do not define your future unless you allow them to. Every challenge, every moment of limitation, is an invitation to reprogram your mind, to choose differently, to step into a greater awareness of possibility. The digital age, in particular, offers an unprecedented abundance of opportunities: online businesses, global connections, learning platforms, digital investments. But these external tools will not create wealth for a mind that remains trapped in lack. Scarcity limits your perception. It blinds you to openings, potential allies, and creative solutions that exist all around you. When you cultivate abundance thinking, you begin to see the invisible patterns of opportunity, recognizing that there is more than enough for everyone and that your life is not in competition, but in collaboration with the infinite possibilities of the universe. Consistent practice is essential. Shifts in thinking are not accomplished in a single moment. They require daily awareness and intentional mental discipline. Begin by catching yourself each time a thought of lack arises, and immediately replace it with a thought of sufficiency, possibility, or gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful accelerator of abundance because it shifts attention from what is missing to what is already present. When you express gratitude for small and large blessings alike, your mind is retrained to perceive abundance everywhere, and the universe responds in kind, providing more circumstances and resources to be thankful for. Scarcity thinking also thrives on comparison. When you measure yourself against others, when you focus on what someone else has that you do not, you are feeding a pattern of limitation. Abundance thinking requires turning inward, focusing on your unique path, your own talents, and the opportunities that are available to you in the present moment. Every person has a distinct set of resources, skills, and ideas, and the recognition of this uniqueness allows your mind to create solutions rather than fixate on what is missing. You begin to see that wealth is not a zero-sum game. The universe is endlessly abundant, and prosperity is available to all who are ready to receive it. In replacing scarcity with abundance thinking, it is also essential to cultivate faith in the unseen. Often people desire wealth but doubt the possibility of receiving it, waiting for visible proof before they believe. Abundance requires that you act as though prosperity is already yours, trusting that the unseen currents of opportunity and support will align to bring your intentions into reality. This is not blind optimism. It is a conscious choice to place your mind in harmony with the law of abundance. Every decision, every action, every digital engagement becomes infused with the energy of possibility when your mind is free of limiting beliefs. Your environment, including the media you consume, the people you spend time with, and the messages you allow into your consciousness, also plays a critical role. Surround yourself with positivity, with ideas, stories, and connections that reinforce abundance rather than lack. The mind is impressionable, and what you repeatedly expose it to will become the lens through which you interpret the world. By curating your inputs and intentionally nurturing thoughts of prosperity, your mental landscape transforms, becoming fertile ground for wealth, success, and opportunity to manifest in tangible ways. Affirmation and visualization in the digital era. Using mental practices to manifest opportunities in online and technological spaces. In the modern world, wealth and success are no longer confined to physical spaces, offices, or traditional career paths. The digital era has opened a limitless landscape of opportunities, yet the key to accessing this abundance begins in the mind. Affirmation and visualization are not mere techniques, they are the instruments through which your consciousness communicates with the invisible forces of the universe. Every affirmation spoken with belief is a command to the subconscious mind, and every image held vividly in your imagination is a blueprint that the universe can follow. In the digital age, these practices are even more potent, for opportunities can appear and manifest faster than ever before, yet only those whose minds are finely attuned can recognize, attract, and utilize them. Wealth is a reflection of thought, and the clarity, intensity, and consistency of your mental images determine the quality and speed of what you manifest. Affirmations are the words you speak to your mind and the universe, a form of creative declaration that sets your intentions in motion. When you declare, "I am worthy of abundance," or "opportunities flow to me easily and effortlessly," you are planting seeds in the subconscious that will grow into tangible circumstances. These words are not empty, they are energetic vibrations that carry your intentions into the unseen. In the digital era, where information, ideas, and resources flow rapidly, affirmations prepare your mind to recognize opportunities as they arise. Without clear mental alignment, even the most promising digital opportunities can pass unnoticed or unutilized, but a mind trained through consistent affirmations becomes a magnet for wealth, drawing circumstances that match its inner frequency. Visualization is the complementary practice that brings affirmation to life. When you create a mental picture of your desired outcomes with vivid detail, you are providing a pattern for the universe to realize in the material world. Visualizing is not daydreaming, it is a deliberate, focused act of creation. Picture the life you desire, the projects you are managing online, the clients or audiences you are attracting, the freedom and security you enjoy, the skills you have mastered, and the ways you contribute value. The more detailed and emotionally charged your visualization, the stronger the signal your subconscious mind receives. In the digital age, where many opportunities are intangible, visualization acts as a bridge between imagination and reality, preparing your mind to take inspired action and respond to invisible cues that guide you toward success. The digital era requires a new level of mental discipline because the environment is constantly shifting. Algorithms, markets, technologies, and social trends evolve rapidly, and a mind clouded with doubt or distraction cannot navigate these errors effectively. Affirmation and visualization provide a stable foundation amidst the chaos. By consistently focusing on desired outcomes, you create a mental anchor that keeps your thoughts aligned with abundance. Even when external circumstances seem unpredictable, your inner world remains a source of clarity, confidence, and magnetic attraction. Every decision, every email, every digital post, and every interaction becomes infused with purpose when your consciousness is clear and directed. Affirmations must be spoken with conviction, repeated consistently and accompanied by the feeling of certainty. Words alone are insufficient if they are uttered mechanically or with skepticism. The energy behind the affirmation is what programs the subconscious mind. When you speak affirmations, while feeling the emotion of achievement, gratitude, and success, you are embedding the vibration of wealth into your consciousness. In the digital realm, this internal frequency attracts like-minded people, mentors, partners, clients, and opportunities, sometimes in ways that seem coincidental but are, in truth, a natural response to your mental alignment. Visualization also requires immersion in sensory detail. Imagine the sights, sounds, and emotions of your digital ventures succeeding. Picture the satisfaction of reaching your audience, the engagement of clients or followers, the feeling of financial security, the freedom to create without limitation. The more real and alive this image is in your mind, the more your subconscious begins to act as though it is already happening, guiding your intuition, decisions, and actions toward the fulfillment of that vision. Opportunities appear as if by magic. Doors open that were previously invisible, and ideas flow with clarity because your mental focus has created a channel through which abundance can move effortlessly. Consistency is essential in both affirmation and visualization. A single declaration or mental image is insufficient to reprogram years of limiting beliefs or patterns of scarcity. Daily practice establishes momentum in the mind, and repeated exposure strengthens the connection between your conscious intentions and subconscious receptivity. In the digital age, where attention is constantly divided, disciplined mental practice ensures that your consciousness remains aligned with your highest goals, rather than drifting into worry, comparison, or fear. Every day spent in focused affirmation and visualization builds a reservoir of mental energy that attracts wealth and opportunity naturally, and prepares you to recognize them the moment they appear. Affirmation and visualization also expand your sense of possibility. In a world where digital wealth can be created from ideas, creativity, and networks, rather than only traditional labor, the mind must learn to think beyond old limitations. Visualization allows you to experiment with new concepts, business models, collaborations, and inventions mentally before acting physically. It creates a rehearsal space for success, where your imagination aligns your beliefs with what is achievable. Affirmations reinforce this alignment by replacing doubt with certainty, hesitation with confidence, and fear with faith in your ability to manifest results. The combination of affirmation and visualization transforms the mind into a wealth magnet. Words set intention. Feelings fuel energy, and mental images provide the map. Together, they harmonize your consciousness with the abundant possibilities of the digital era. When practiced consistently, these tools not only attract external resources, but also strengthen inner clarity, intuition, and decisiveness, allowing you to navigate the complex, fast-moving environment of modern wealth creation. By mastering these techniques, you learn to perceive the unseen patterns of opportunity, respond with inspired action, and draw prosperity naturally, making the mind itself the central instrument of digital age success. Recognizing opportunities hidden in challenges. Every obstacle is a message guiding you toward profitable action. Challenges are often misunderstood as obstacles, as interruptions to progress, as signs that wealth and success are elusive. But in truth, they are the universe's way of guiding you toward greater alignment and opportunity. Every difficulty, every setback, every unexpected change in the digital age contains a hidden lesson, a doorway, or an opening that, when recognized, can become a source of growth, innovation, and financial abundance. The mind that perceives challenge as merely a barrier remains trapped in limitation, reacting with fear, frustration, or despair. The mind that understands challenge as a message, as a signpost directing toward creative solutions, becomes a magnet for opportunities that others fail to see. Life does not present obstacles to punish or limit you. It presents them to test the clarity, focus, and adaptability of your consciousness. In the digital era, challenges appear constantly, from rapidly changing technologies to new competitors. Shifting algorithms, fluctuating markets, and global disruptions. These challenges can appear overwhelming, yet they are simply signals that your mental patterns are ready to be refined, that your thinking must expand to accommodate new possibilities. The person who recognizes opportunity and challenge does not allow circumstances to dictate their beliefs. Instead, they use each obstacle as a lens to see the unseen potential. When a problem arises, it is not a reason to stop, it is a reason to shift perspective, to ask new questions, to consider paths that were previously invisible. Every challenge carries within it a hidden opportunity, waiting for the mind capable of perceiving it, and the digital age rewards those who cultivate this skill. Fear is the primary reason challenges are not seen as opportunities. Fear focuses attention on what might go wrong, on scarcity, on loss, rather than on possibility, solution, and creation. By consciously recognizing fear as a signal rather than a command, you reclaim control of your mind. Fear highlights where your beliefs may be limiting you, showing you the exact thoughts that must be changed to align with abundance. In this sense, every fear, every doubt, every moment of hesitation contains within it the seeds of insight, innovation, and eventual success. Those who learn to pause, observe, and translate fear into understanding unlock the ability to see doors that remain invisible to those dominated by worry or panic. The mindset of opportunity within challenge is cultivated through awareness and mental discipline. Begin by observing your reactions when obstacles appear. Notice when your mind defaults to resistance, complaint, or self-doubt. Then deliberately choose to shift perspective, asking yourself, what is this situation showing me? How can I use it to grow, to innovate, to create value? This simple shift of focus transforms a potentially discouraging event into a source of insight. In the digital world, this skill is invaluable, because opportunities often appear disguised as problems. A sudden market change, a shift in algorithms, or a competitor's innovation may seem threatening, yet within these disruptions are clues for adaptation, improvement, and differentiation. The mind trained to perceive opportunity sees what others dismiss as difficulty, and in this difference of perception lies wealth creation. Resilience is closely linked to opportunity recognition. Challenges are inevitable, but mental resilience ensures that you do not give up when circumstances seem difficult. A resilient mind understands that temporary setbacks are not permanent, and that obstacles can be reframed as guidance rather than punishment. Each challenge becomes a lesson in timing, strategy, patience, and creativity. In the digital age, resilience allows you to iterate, test, and improve rapidly, to pivot when necessary, and to continue moving forward without losing faith in your ability to succeed. The combination of resilience and opportunity-focused thinking transforms the nature of challenges themselves, making them vehicles rather than barriers, stepping stones rather than walls. Observation and curiosity are essential tools for recognizing hidden opportunities. When a problem arises, take time to examine it from multiple angles, to investigate what is possible rather than what is blocked. Ask questions, uncover unseen potential. What is this situation teaching me? Where is the opening? How can I turn this to my advantage? The answers often lie not in conventional thinking but in creative, innovative approaches that the mind trained in abundance is able to perceive. Digital challenges in particular reward those who are flexible, observant, and imaginative, because the pace of change creates openings that may not exist tomorrow. Opportunity is not a static thing, it is dynamic, appearing in real time for those whose minds are open, adaptable, and ready. Gratitude also enhances the perception of opportunity within challenge. When difficulties arise, the mind inclined toward appreciation focuses on what can be learned, what resources are available, and what connections can be strengthened. Gratitude shifts attention from resistance to reception, from worry to insight, and from frustration to creative energy. In the digital age where abundance can appear rapidly and in unexpected ways, a mindset of gratitude primes you to notice subtle cues, invitations, and pathways that lead to wealth and growth. Every challenge, once reframed through gratitude, becomes a mirror reflecting both your inner strength and the possibilities waiting for you to act. Challenges are also opportunities to expand your skills and capacity. When difficulty presents itself, it often requires you to think differently, act more creatively, or develop new competencies. In doing so, you grow in ways that preparation alone cannot achieve. Each challenge mastered strengthens confidence, sharpens intuition, and enhances your ability to recognize opportunities faster in the future. The digital era, with its fast-changing landscape, rewards continual growth and the ability to adapt, and each challenge is a classroom for these essential skills. By embracing challenge as a teacher rather than a barrier, you begin to see that every difficulty contains a hidden gift, a chance to expand influence, generate value, and increase your capacity for wealth and success. Aligning daily actions with inner belief, consistency of thought, word, and digital action creates unstoppable momentum toward wealth. Every moment of your day is a reflection of your inner consciousness, and every action you take either reinforces your beliefs or undermines them. To create wealth and success in the digital age, it is not enough to hold positive thoughts or dream of abundance. Your daily actions must align with the inner beliefs that you cultivate. The mind and the body, thought and action, intention and behavior are inseparable partners in the process of manifestation. When your beliefs about wealth, opportunity, and your own worth are reflected consistently in your actions, the universe responds by arranging circumstances, people, and resources to match that alignment. Conversely, when your actions contradict your beliefs, no matter how inspired or positive your thoughts might be, you create friction, delay, and inconsistency, which diminish your ability to attract abundance. The key to true prosperity lies in the harmonious alignment between what you believe and what you do. Alignment begins with clarity. You must be certain about what you desire, what you value, and what you intend to create in your life. Without this clarity, actions become scattered, inconsistent, or reactive, and the mind's energy dissipates. In the digital era, where opportunities and distractions appear at every turn, clarity serves as a compass, guiding your choices and directing your focus to the tasks, interactions, and platforms that will amplify your growth. Take time to define your goals with specificity, not just in terms of numbers or external markers, but in terms of the experience, freedom, creativity, and fulfillment that wealth will bring into your life. When your inner beliefs are vivid and defined, your actions naturally begin to mirror them, because the mind unconsciously organizes behavior to match the mental image of desired reality. Consistency is the next essential element. Beliefs, no matter how powerful, require repeated action to be anchored in reality. Small, daily actions aligned with your inner vision create momentum, gradually transforming intention into tangible results. Each choice, whether it is the way you spend your time online, the content you create, the connections you nurture, or the projects you pursue, communicates to the subconscious mind and to the universe what you truly value. Inconsistent action signals hesitation, uncertainty, or doubt, which can slow or divert the flow of abundance. When every action is consciously aligned with your inner belief, even routine tasks become vehicles for manifestation, because they are infused with purpose, focus, and energetic coherence. Action aligned with belief is not necessarily about speed or volume, it is about conscious direction and deliberate engagement. Many people mistakenly equate busyness with productivity, yet scattered effort without alignment produces results that are often minimal, delayed, or unsatisfying. In contrast, focused, intentional actions that mirror your beliefs about abundance and capability attract the exact resources, people, and opportunities necessary to achieve your goals. In the digital era, where distractions are constant and attention is fragmented, deliberate alignment ensures that your energy is invested where it produces the greatest effect, amplifying the impact of each choice you make and creating a natural flow of wealth that mirrors your inner conviction. Every action you take is an expression of your inner beliefs. If you act hesitantly, doubtfully, or from fear, you reinforce scarcity thinking and limit your ability to attract prosperity. If you act confidently, creatively, and with faith in your capacity to succeed, you broadcast an energetic signal of readiness to the universe, drawing people, ideas, and opportunities that correspond with that vibration. The alignment between belief and action is not limited to large or visible gestures, even small, consistent behaviors. Responding promptly to emails, posting meaningful content, seeking knowledge, practicing skills, or connecting authentically with others compound over time to produce remarkable results. The mind registers every action as confirmation of belief. And when belief and behavior are synchronized, momentum builds naturally and invisibly. Self-discipline is critical to maintaining this alignment. There will always be distractions, temptations, and challenges that pull you away from your highest intentions. The digital world is particularly filled with such diversions, offering constant stimuli that can fragment attention and drain energy. By cultivating discipline, you protect the integrity of your daily actions, ensuring that each choice reinforces your inner beliefs rather than undermining them. Discipline does not require harshness or rigidity. It requires a conscious commitment to prioritize your values and to consistently act in ways that embody your vision of success. Over time, disciplined action transforms into habit, and habit becomes a natural extension of aligned belief, creating a life where prosperity is not accidental but inevitable. Observation and reflection further strengthen alignment. Regularly review your daily actions to ensure they mirror your beliefs. Ask yourself whether your behaviors, routines, and digital engagements reflect the inner conviction that abundance is your natural state. Identify any areas of inconsistency and consciously adjust them, understanding that small corrections accumulate into powerful shifts over time. In the digital era, where change occurs rapidly, ongoing reflection allows you to adapt, refine, and optimize your actions to stay fully aligned with your inner vision, ensuring that your energy is always directed toward opportunities that resonate with your true purpose. Gratitude and acknowledgement enhance the alignment between belief and action. Recognizing each take, each small success, each lesson learned, reinforces the inner conviction that your actions are effective and that your wealth is unfolding naturally. Gratitude amplifies your energetic signal, creating an invisible momentum that attracts more opportunities, resources, and support into your life. Every action performed with conscious belief, appreciation, and purpose becomes a multiplier, producing returns far greater than the effort alone might suggest. In this way, the consistent alignment of daily behavior with inner belief becomes the engine of manifestation, the invisible mechanism through which thought is translated into reality. Intention becomes opportunity, and vision becomes tangible abundance. The digital age rewards alignment as never before, because information, connections, and resources are available instantly, yet only those whose inner beliefs are clearly mirrored in deliberate action can harness them effectively. Each decision, whether in creating content, pursuing digital ventures, forming partnerships, or responding to challenges, becomes a reflection of your readiness to receive and create wealth. By ensuring that every action resonates with the beliefs you hold about your own capability, your worthiness, and the abundance of the universe, you create a life where prosperity flows naturally, continuously, and expansively.